The Netflix original series Dark Crystal Age of Resistance is just around the corner, and I'm super excited for it. And I'm super excited for it because of my love for Jim Henson's The Dark Crystal 1982. And I'm excited now to dive into this movie and analyze its symbolism about the power of oneness. Are you excited for Age of Resistance? Let's talk in the comments.
I hate your whimper.
Welcome to Durbania. I'm Durbin, and this is my theological analysis for Jim Henson's The Dark Crystal 1982. I flippin' love this movie. Do you love this movie? Are you excited for Age of Resistance? Let's talk about that in the comments. And while you're there, hit that subscribe button to become a Durbanian and the bell next to that subscribe button so you're notified when I drop more videos like this. I pray that they will all be one, just as you and I are one. As you are in me, Father, and I am in you, may they be in us, so that the world will believe you sent me. Jesus' prayer is that we of our own free will would choose to be one with God. God is the very source of life, and when we are one with him and connected to him, his life flows into us and through us into the world, making this dark world just a little bit brighter so the world will see we belong to him. When you look at the Dark Crystal, it's a great picture of the power of that oneness and the devastation of division. I mean, the big moments of power in this world called Thra is the conjunction. It's when the three suns in the sky shine as one. Kind of reminds me of the mystery of the Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Three, yet one. And then they have this crystal, the crystal of truth before it's divided. When it's whole and it's one, it's the crystal of truth. It is the heart of Thra, in complete unity with the song of Thra. From the crystal flow the very issues of life. And these star beings, this mystery race comes to this planet. Now, they, at one point at a conjunction in their arrogance, kind of break the crystal.
We shattered the pure crystal, and our world split apart.
Now, it's not like they shatter this crystal like a broken glass plate. It is one simple shard that breaks off. But now, the crystal is not one and unified, it is two and it is divided. And so it turns that dark purple color because it is now the dark crystal, and where used to flow the issues of life, now flow the darkening. And the darkening is flowing out and infecting and impacting and perverting the life of the world. In fact, these star beings, now that the crystal is two and not one, they too get split and are divided. And you have the Skeksis, the dark evil sin nature, and you have the mystics, which are the gentle, the spirit that is willing to do good. Now these two natures are divided from each other and are in opposition to one another. But there is a prophecy.
Single shines the triple sun. What was sundered and undone shall be whole. The two made one.
By the hand of a Gelfling or by the hand of none, that shard is going to be restored to the dark crystal and it's going to be one again. So what this reveals is the true dark nature of the Skeksis. They're terrified. They want their power because as it is in a world that is cursed, it's death. It's the dark nature that sits in that place and that seat of authority. And the Skeksis sit in that place of authority and they want to hold on to it for dear life. They are evil. They are fearful. They are selfish. They are divided in their own hearts and they are divided amongst each other. My gosh, you have their crazy emperor that is dying. And the whimpering Chamberlain reaches in to take the scepter. He's dying, but he cares more about holding onto his scepter of authority and saying, I
am still emperor.
Are you kidding me with that? Oh, but it shows you the true darkness of their nature. They learn how to pervert the power of the dark crystal to take these innocent life forms, these podlings, strap them down into these chairs, reflect a beam of the dark crystal light into their eyeballs, literally suck out their life essence, and then they give it to their emperor to drink so that he could cheat death and remain young. Total polar opposite with the mystics, that it's two natures in opposition with each other. So why in this division does the darkness get to rule? Because the crystal is the heart heart of Thra. It's broken and it's full of darkness. Now, the quest of Jinn is the quest of healing, the quest to make the dark crystal whole. In other words, to heal the heart so that life can flow from it once again. Jinn accomplishes his goal. He heals the heart of Thra. He makes it one again, and from it flow the issues of life. These two natures suddenly are no longer divided. The mystics and the Skeksis become one again, and they become a new creature all together, and life flows out of the heart of Thra one last time. It feels like a reflection and a picture of our world, because when Adam and Eve were in the garden before sin, before they fell, they were one with God. They would walk with God in the cool of the morning. He is the source of life, and they were one with him. And as they ruled the earth, it was really him ruling the earth because they were one. His life flowed into them and from them into the world. Now, he put the tree of knowledge of good and evil there because man needed a choice. If man had no choice, we would just be robots. What God wanted was people that loved him and loved him freely. So he had to give a choice, even if it was one simple choice. And this is where the true crooked nature of the devil is revealed, that he got Adam and Eve to eat off that tree. One simple choice, but it broke that unity. It broke that oneness. And instead of being connected to God, it became a connection to the devil. And therefore, death spread into the world through this one man. But that's where Jesus came. The journey of Jesus is the journey of healing the heart. If the heart was broken and from it used to flow the issues of life, but now from it flows the darkening, Jesus came to heal the heart and make it one with God again. Yes, Adam's one sin brings condemnation for everyone, but Christ's one act of righteousness brings a right relationship with God and new life for everyone. Jinn's act of righteousness brought life into the world. So Jesus, when he died, paying the full penalty for sin so that it is judged, it is taken care of, and it is removed and out of the way, when he took care of that and he rose from the dead, he made it possible for our hearts to be healed. So when we come to him, our hearts can be healed. And where once flowed the darkening will now flow the issues of life. Rather than having to be slaves to the Skeksis in us, to the sin nature in us, we can be his, and that life can flow through us. Now, until he comes again, yes, we still deal and contend with a sin nature. But we have power from God over that, and we have the issues of life flowing through us when we have that relationship with him. And the day is coming, just like the day came in Thra, where all was restored and put in the correct order. The day is coming where Jesus will return, and everything is going to be restored and put in that right order. I look forward to that day of life, and when we have that relationship with him, that becomes our destiny. What did you think of the Dark Crystal and its picture of oneness? Are you excited for Age of Resistance? Let's talk about that in the comments. While you're there, hit the subscribe button to become a Durbanian. Hit the bell by the subscribe button so you're notified for my next theological analysis, movie review, ranking video, or anything else I do here. I'm Durbin. Thanks for checking out Durbania.